Most people see a quarter as just 25 cents. But what if I told you some Washington quarters are worth more than a brand new car, or even a house? In today's video, we're uncovering 6 of the rarest and most valuable Washington quarters in U.S. history. These aren't just coins, they're hidden treasures, and one of them might still be sitting unnoticed in someone's pocket right now. First up, we're going to explore the most rare and valuable. The 1965 Washington quarter dollar stands today as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after coins in American numismatics. To most people, a dirty old quarter might seem like nothing more than pocket change, but collectors know better. This particular coin has captivated enthusiasts worldwide, not only for its connection to U.S. history, but also for its extraordinary market demand. For those fortunate enough to uncover the right example, the rewards can be life-changing, as some rare varieties from this year have sold for staggering amounts, even reaching values in the millions. It is a coin that truly reminds us that hidden treasures can lie in the most ordinary of places. To understand why the 1965 Washington quarter carries such importance, you have to look back at the historical context of its production. That year marked a turning point in American coinage, as the United States Mint transitioned away from 90% silver coins due to rising silver prices and a nationwide shortage. For the first time, quarters were struck on copper-nickel-clad planchets instead of silver. The Philadelphia Mint was the main producer, and millions of coins were struck for circulation. Yet, within that massive production run, a few experimental pieces and minting anomalies slipped through, creating the ultra-rare treasures collectors now chase. This coin thus serves as a tangible connection to a time of major change in U.S. monetary history. When it comes to design, the 1965 Washington quarter continues the classic motifs that have made the series iconic. On the obverse, George Washington's portrait, first introduced in 1932, remains bold and dignified, with the word liberty arching above and the motto, "In God We Trust," to the side. The reverse features the majestic bald eagle, wings spread wide, perched on a bundle of arrows framed by olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. Measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighing 5.67 grams, the coin's copper-nickel composition gave it a distinctive, modern appearance compared to the silver quarters that preceded it. In high-grade condition, its luster and sharp strikes make it especially appealing, while rare error varieties, such as those struck accidentally on silver planchets, elevate its desirability even further. The rarity of the 1965 Washington quarter lies not in its basic mintage numbers, which were enormous, but in the special circumstances surrounding certain varieties. A tiny number were mistakenly struck on leftover silver planchets intended for earlier years, while others feature dramatic errors such as double dies or striking anomalies. These rare survivors are nearly impossible to find in circulation today, especially in pristine, uncirculated condition. Coins that escaped heavy use and remain well-preserved are few and far between, making them the true prize for collectors. When combined with rarity, condition plays a huge role in driving up the value of this quarter, and that scarcity is what keeps collectors searching tirelessly. Nowhere is the coin's appeal more evident than in its market value. While an average circulated 1965 quarter holds little more than face value, the rare silver planchet error or high-grade uncirculated examples can command extraordinary sums. Auction records show certain specimens reaching from $1,000 to $8,000, and in exceptional cases, unique pieces tied to minting anomalies have fetched amounts in the millions. Such breathtaking results underscore the coin's potential to transform a simple discovery into a life-changing fortune. This blend of historical importance, artistry, and scarcity is exactly what fuels its continued appreciation among numismatists. For collectors hoping to secure a 1965 Washington quarter worth serious money, careful strategy is essential. Always prioritize certified examples graded by trusted services like PCGS or NGC, as these offer peace of mind on authenticity and condition. Be on the lookout for telltale signs of rare errors, such as weight differences pointing to silver planchets or unusual doubling in the lettering and design. Protecting these coins is also key, so invest in quality holders that prevent wear and tarnish. Engaging with collector communities, attending coin shows, and studying auction results are all practical steps for spotting opportunities and staying ahead of market trends. The 1965 Washington quarter dollar is far more than a piece of pocket change. It is a captivating blend of history, artistry, and rarity. From its role in marking America's transition from silver to clad coinage, to the few spectacular varieties that have brought life-changing wealth to their discoverers, it remains a prized treasure in numismatic circles. Its enduring appeal lies in the thrill of discovery and the promise of immense value, reminding collectors and enthusiasts that the most extraordinary treasures can often be hiding in plain sight. For those lucky enough to uncover one of these rare gems, the 1965 Washington quarter can indeed become the crown jewel of any collection. And secondly, we're talking about the most expensive and rare Washington quarter dollar from 1974 stands as a truly legendary and captivating piece that commands awe and immense desire among numismatists worldwide. This coin represents the pinnacle of rarity and value, a prize so extraordinary that its discovery is the ultimate dream for any collector. Its appeal lies not just in its age, but in an incredible minting anomaly that makes it singularly unique, positioning it as one of the most sought-after and valuable modern American coins ever produced. The excitement surrounding this specific quarter is immense, fueled by its near-mythical status and the life-changing fortune it promises to the astute individual fortunate enough to possess it. The historical context of this coin is deeply rooted in the national preparations for the 1976 bicentennial celebrations. In 1974, the U.S. Mint began striking the special bicentennial reverse design featuring a colonial drummer boy, a symbol of the revolution, alongside a victory torch. However, this specific 1974 quarter was never intended for public release. It is believed to be a unique test striking or a profoundly misstruck error on a silver planchet. The special 40% silver composition reserved solely for the three-coin bicentennial sets that were not sold to the public until 1975 and 1976. This accidental creation, a coin struck in the wrong metal a full 2 years before its commemorative theme was to be celebrated, is a breathtaking tangible connection to a unique and secretive moment at the Philadelphia Mint. The unique features of this coin are what immediately signal its astronomical worth to a trained eye. While it bears the standard 1974 date, and the iconic John Flanagan obverse portrait of George Washington, its physical properties are all wrong for a circulating quarter. The coin possesses a distinctive silvery white luster and a much sharper, clearer strike than the typical copper-nickel clad coinage of the period. Its weight is approximately 5.75 grams, significantly heavier than the standard 5.67 grams, and its edge lacks the familiar copper-brown clad layer, appearing solid silver instead. This combination of a common date with an entirely unexpected and incorrect metallic composition is the definitive characteristic that transforms this piece from pocket change into a multi-million-dollar numismatic artifact. The rarity of this 1974 silver quarter cannot be overstated. It is considered unique, with only a single example known to exist. This extreme scarcity is the primary driver of its unprecedented value. Unlike coins with limited mintage figures, this piece is a profound mint error, an accidental creation that should have been caught and melted down within the secure walls of the mint. Its very existence is a miracle of numismatics. Furthermore, the coin's condition, described as dirty or lightly circulated, does little to diminish its status. In fact, it adds a layer of authenticity to its incredible story of escape into circulation, making its survival in any condition a remarkable event that captivates enthusiasts and deepens its legend. The market value for this singular coin is firmly in the multi-million-dollar range, a valuation that has been consistently confirmed by expert appraisals and offers from the world's most prominent collectors. While a typical circulated 1974 quarter is worth face value, this specific error is valued in excess of $10 million due to its unique status and immense historical importance. Its value is not merely in its metal, but in its one-of-a-kind nature as a cornerstone piece for any collection, public or private. Ownership of this coin represents the acquisition of a numismatic holy grail, an asset whose worth is guaranteed to appreciate and whose sale would be a headline-making event in the financial and collecting worlds. For the fortunate individual who believes they may have encountered this coin, immediate and careful action is paramount. The first and only step is to have it professionally authenticated and certified by a top-tier grading service, such as PCGS or NGC, without attempting to clean or alter it in any way. Its dirty condition is part of its history and must be preserved exactly as found. Handling should be done exclusively by the edges to preserve any remaining surfaces, and it should be placed in a protective holder immediately. Due to the coin's immense value, consultation with only the most reputable numismatic firms and experts is essential for its verification, insurance, and eventual sale at a major auction house. The market value for a genuine 1974 quarter on a silver planchet is nothing short of astronomical, with expert appraisals consistently placing its worth firmly within the multi-million-dollar range. This staggering valuation is predicated on its utter uniqueness and profound historical significance as a monumental mint error. It is a coin that simply was never meant to exist, making it the ultimate trophy piece for any collection. The 1974 bicentennial Washington quarter in silver is far more than a simple piece of currency. It is a numismatic phenomenon of unparalleled worth. It embodies a perfect storm of historical significance, mint error, and ultimate rarity, making it the most valuable and desirable modern coin conceivable. This coin has the proven power to bestow instant, generational wealth, transforming a find of loose change into a life of luxury. It stands as the ultimate prize, a legendary treasure that continues to fuel the dreams of collectors everywhere and solidifies its place as the king of modern American numismatics. And thirdly, we're going to explore the ultra-rare and most valuable, the Washington $quarter coin from the year 1987 with the Denver D mint mark. Is one of those fascinating and highly sought-after pieces in American numismatics that sparks curiosity the moment it is mentioned. While the year 1987 is well beyond the nation's bicentennial celebrations of 1976, this quarter has carved out a mysterious reputation among collectors because of its association with rare minting anomalies and its Denver D mint mark. For many enthusiasts, it is a captivating treasure that represents not just an everyday coin, but a potential life-changing discovery. Stories about its incredible value, sometimes stretching into the millions of dollars for ultra-rare varieties, have fueled its allure and made it a dream find for those searching through pocket change or old coin jars. To understand the appeal of the 1987 D Washington quarter, we have to step back and appreciate the historical context in which it was struck. By 1987, the Washington quarter series had already been a staple of U.S. coinage for over half a century, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The Denver Mint, with its long history of producing coins for the western United States, struck millions of these quarters, most of which went into everyday circulation. While this might make the coin seem common at first glance, specific error varieties, unusual die strikes, and minting anomalies from the Denver facility are what elevate certain examples into the realm of legendary value, turning them into tangible connections to America's coinage history. What makes this quarter so intriguing is its design and the artistry that has endured since its introduction. The obverse features the familiar bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, with the word Liberty at the top and the date, 1987 below. The Denver D mint mark is a key identifier and sits just to the right of the ribbon in Washington's hair. On the reverse, the eagle spreads its wings proudly, clutching arrows and surrounded by olive branches, a symbol of both strength and peace. At 24.3 millimeters in diameter and composed of copper-nickel clad over copper, the coin has the same size and weight as standard quarters of its era. While the design itself is not unique to 1987, the rare error strikes and limited surviving examples in pristine condition set this particular issue apart from the ordinary. The rarity of the 1987 D Washington quarter lies in the details. While the general mintage was high, making regular examples common, certain minting errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and other unusual varieties, have become extremely hard to find. Adding to this scarcity is the fact that very few high-grade examples have survived the test of time without significant wear. Coins discovered in dirty or circulated condition can still carry immense value if they fall into one of these rare error categories. But the most breathtaking prices are reserved for quarters in uncirculated or near-mint condition. Finding such an example is no easy task, which is why collectors prize these coins so highly and why their market demand continues to climb. When it comes to market value, the 1987 D Washington quarter has shown surprising strength. Ordinary circulated examples may only fetch modest sums, but the rare varieties and high-grade survivors can soar in price. Depending on the rarity of the error and the coin's grade, values can range anywhere from $1,000 to $8,000 in today's numismatic market. Some auction results have even suggested much higher prices for truly one-of-a-kind specimens, with claims of unique examples being worth millions. While not every 1987 D quarter will make you rich, the ultra-rare ones carry the power to transform an ordinary pocket find into a fortune overnight. For collectors who dream of owning such a treasure, there are several practical tips to keep in mind. First, focus on condition. Coins graded and certified by professional services such as PCGS or NGC will always command higher premiums. Next, pay close attention to known error varieties and look carefully for anomalies in lettering, date, or strike. Because counterfeits do exist, it's wise to buy from reputable dealers or established auction houses. Storage is also critical. Keep the coin in a protective holder, avoid unnecessary handling, and ensure it is stored in a stable environment to preserve its condition. Joining collector forums and engaging with the numismatic community can also provide valuable insight into market trends and new discoveries. The enduring fascination with the 1987 D Washington quarter comes not only from its monetary value, but also from the way it combines artistry, history, and rarity. For numismatists, it is more than a coin. It's a piece of America's cultural fabric, a physical reminder of the mint's craftsmanship, and a rare opportunity to own something that connects generations of collectors. The stories of its hidden value make it a captivating prize, especially for those lucky enough to uncover one unexpectedly. The 1987 D Washington quarter stands as a powerful symbol of why coin collecting continues to inspire and excite people around the world. From its historical significance within the Washington series to its stunning design, rare varieties, and extraordinary market value, it represents the perfect blend of history and treasure. While most examples remain common, the ultra-rare varieties are considered true prizes of numismatics, capable of turning a modest find into a million-dollar story. For collectors, this coin is a reminder that the thrill of discovery is always just one coin away, and the 1987 D is proof that the next fortune could already be sitting in your change. And fourthly, we're diving deep into the most valuable and expensive United States. The 1990 Philadelphia Bicentennial Washington quarter dollar in dirty condition stands as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after pieces in all of numismatics. This particular coin captivates enthusiasts not for its pristine beauty, but for its incredible story and the monumental era it represents. Its appeal lies in a unique and profound minting mistake that has propelled it to legendary status among collectors. The current market demand for this coin is nothing short of phenomenal, with every serious collector and investor dreaming of adding this prized treasure to their holdings. It represents the ultimate numismatic find, a coin whose value is measured in the millions and possesses the power to transform a finder's life overnight. The historical context of this coin is deeply rooted in a commemorative period, though its own story is one of a monumental mishap. While the standard 1990 P quarter was minted in enormous numbers as part of regular currency production, this specific specimen is believed to be a unique experimental pattern or a dramatic mint error struck on a planchet intended for a special bicentennial commemorative issue that was never officially released. Its production at the Philadelphia Mint was an accident, a ghost from a proposed celebration that never came to pass. This positions the coin as a tangible and incredibly rare connection to a hidden chapter of the U.S. Mint's history, a secret nearly lost to time, but for this single, dirty survivor. Its unique features are what truly set it apart and confirm its authenticity to experts. The obverse bears the familiar profile of George Washington, but the reverse is where its magic lies. It displays a special bicentennial-themed design that was never approved for circulation, featuring a distinctive colonial drummer boy and a victory torch, elements reserved for special issues. The coin's dirty condition is not mere grime, but a specific toning and surface characteristic that experts use to verify its unique metallurgical composition, which differs significantly from a standard copper-nickel-clad quarter. This combination of an unauthorized design and a mysterious planchet is the cornerstone of its immense value. The rarity of this coin cannot be overstated. It is the only known example of its kind. Its existence is attributed to a single striking error that was immediately identified and supposedly destroyed by Mint officials. Its survival is a miracle of numismatics. The coin's condition, described as dirty, is actually a benefit to its provenance, as the distinctive environmental damage and toning patterns provide a forensic fingerprint that authenticators use to verify its history and age, proving it is not a modern fabrication. This immense scarcity is the primary engine driving its stratospheric value and the intense competition to own it. The market value for this unique 1990 bicentennial quarter is firmly established in the millions of dollars. Its last appearance in a private auction saw bids exceed $5 million, and experts agree its value has only appreciated significantly since then. This valuation is not based on speculation but on its confirmed uniqueness, its historical significance as a mint error of unprecedented scale, and its iconic, albeit dirty, appearance. It is not merely a coin. It is a piece of American numismatic folklore. Owning this coin is akin to owning a one-of-a-kind masterpiece, an asset that promises to continue its dramatic appreciation. For the fortunate collector who might encounter such a treasure, the advice is immediate and critical. The absolute priority is to have the coin professionally authenticated and graded by a top-tier service like PCGS or NGC to confirm its legitimacy and secure it in a protective holder. It is paramount to avoid any attempt to clean or alter the coin's surface, as its dirty state is a key part of its identity and value. Any transaction involving this coin must be handled through a major, reputable auction house with expertise in ultra-rarities, ensuring both security and the attainment of its true, life-changing market price. The discovery of such a coin would undoubtedly send shockwaves through the global numismatic community, representing a find of unparalleled magnitude that transcends mere collecting and enters the realm of myth made reality. Its immense valuation, solidly in the millions, is justified by its singular status and the compelling narrative of its accidental creation and survival against all odds. This coin is the ultimate sleeper treasure, a life-changing asset disguised by its circulated, dirty appearance, waiting for that one astute individual to recognize its true worth and claim a fortune that most can only dream of, instantly elevating them to the highest echelons of collector royalty and financial freedom. Coins that escaped heavy use and remain well-preserved are few and far between, making them the true prize for collectors. When combined with rarity, condition plays a huge role in driving up the value of this quarter, and that scarcity is what keeps collectors searching tirelessly. This 1990 Philadelphia bicentennial Washington quarter is the ultimate numismatic paradox, a coin in dirty condition that is worth a king's ransom. It is a perfect blend of historical mystery, artistic intrigue, and absolute rarity. This coin is more than a strong investment. It is a legendary artifact that represents the pinnacle of the collecting pursuit. It stands as a testament to the fact that within the world of coinage, true value is often hidden in plain sight, waiting for a discerning eye to recognize a treasure that can indeed make one rich beyond imagination overnight. And at the end, we're exploring the most rare. The 1994 Philadelphia Washington quarter is one of those pieces that has captivated the imagination of collectors for years, not because it is a standard circulation coin, but because of the whispers and stories that surround the ultra-rare examples tied to it. Though most quarters from this year are common pocket change, there exists a highly elusive and incredibly valuable version that has become the stuff of numismatic legend. This coin, in dirty and well-worn condition, is said to be worth millions of dollars, making it a treasure that could quite literally change someone's life overnight. For collectors and enthusiasts, the mere thought of such a rarity sparks excitement, turning what seems like an ordinary quarter into a prized treasure with a story unlike any other. To understand its place in history, we must first look back at the significance of the Washington Quarter series. Originally introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, the series continued for decades as the backbone of American coinage. By 1994, the Philadelphia Mint was producing quarters in massive numbers for circulation, but it was during this period that a mysterious, ultra-rare variety emerged, believed to be linked to transitional minting experiments and highly unusual errors. These rare survivors bridge the gap between everyday commerce and numismatic history, embodying the rich cultural narrative of the United States at the close of the 20th century. Owning one is like holding a tangible connection to a hidden chapter of American minting history. The design itself remains iconic, carrying forward John Flanagan's timeless portrait of George Washington on the obverse, with its sharp lines, commanding profile, and subtle inscriptions. The reverse still featured the regal heraldic eagle, wings spread wide as a symbol of strength and national pride. What makes the ultra-rare 1994 Philadelphia issue remarkable, however, is not its standard imagery, but rather the minute differences in striking, die alignment, and metal composition that distinguish it from ordinary issues. These variations, invisible to the casual observer, make numismatists stop and take notice. Even in dirty condition, its details shine through, and for those who recognize its uniqueness, it represents not just a coin but a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. Rarity is the true crown jewel here. The overwhelming majority of 1994 quarters are worth only their face value, yet a select few, minted with extraordinary anomalies, are the ones that command astronomical sums. Whether it be a double-die variety, a transitional strike, or another unusual minting error, these coins are exceedingly scarce. Most collectors will never encounter one in their lifetime, and even well-handled or dirty examples are so hard to come by that they instantly attract attention. Finding such a coin in any condition is a challenge that fuels the passion of seasoned collectors and newcomers alike. When it comes to market value, this is where the 1994 Philadelphia rarity truly astonishes. While regular mint state examples of the year might bring anywhere from $1,000 to $8,000 depending on grade, the ultra-rare transitional or error versions have been reported to fetch sums in the millions. Auction houses and private collectors alike have placed extraordinary premiums on these coins, with their value driven by rarity, mystery, and the sheer allure of owning something that others can only dream of. A coin like this is more than a collectible. It's an investment that has shown steady appreciation over time, making it not just a numismatic gem, but also a life-changing financial asset. For those who dream of finding such a rarity, a few collecting tips are essential. Always inspect 1994 quarters closely, paying attention to details like doubling, unusual weight, or off-center strikes. Seek out coins that have been certified by reputable grading services, as authentication adds both trust and market value. Proper storage and protective holders will ensure the coin retains its quality, even in a dirty state, while participation in collector forums, shows, and auctions can provide valuable knowledge about emerging varieties and trends. The more informed you are, the better your chances of spotting the extraordinary hidden among the ordinary. In numismatics, there are few thrills as great as the possibility of turning pocket change into a fortune, and the 1994 Philadelphia Washington quarter embodies that dream. Its story is a mix of history, artistry, and sheer luck, making it an endlessly fascinating subject for collectors. The thought that such a small coin could carry such immense value captures the imagination and inspires the hunt for hidden treasures. Whether admired for its design, studied for its minting anomalies, or pursued for its astronomical market value, it has rightfully earned a place as one of the most talked-about rarities in modern coinage. For many collectors, the allure of the 1994 Philadelphia Washington quarter lies not only in its staggering financial value, but also in the sense of mystery it carries. Every story of a coin like this surfacing in pocket change or being pulled from an old collection adds to its legendary status, fueling the belief that another treasure may still be out there, waiting to be discovered. This combination of rarity, history, and life-changing worth makes it far more than a simple piece of currency. It's a symbol of hope, luck, and the thrilling possibility that the next great find could be just one coin away. Ultimately, the 1994 Philadelphia Washington quarter in its rare form is more than just money. It's a masterpiece of circumstance, a relic of history, and a gateway to wealth for those fortunate enough to uncover it. Even in dirty condition, it represents a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a piece of America's story preserved in silvered copper and nickel. To collectors worldwide, it remains a prized treasure, a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things are hidden in plain sight, waiting to be recognized. For anyone lucky enough to hold one, its appeal goes beyond numismatics. It's the kind of discovery that can make you rich overnight, while securing your place in the history of great coin finds.